But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Yo. Sorry, my throat's a bit sore today. To watching. Wasn't it? No D yet, so I'll just wait and see people come in. Nobody in chat yet. I did a community post. Sorry, I was going to go an hour before today, but something came up. Throat so sore. Yeah, I'll wait till people start coming in. I'll get on me. It's not like 20-minute video today. I don't know how long it'll last this. It's just basically checking out, see who came up with the lizard people conspiracy. So yeah. But I noticed as well, I didn't get up in time for Flats today's Catholic thing with Luke today. And I didn't get up in time for it. I hope there was people there. I'll put the link in chat actually. I put the link in chat for the live that Flats had out there with Luke. Yeah, about Catholicism. The shocking truth about Catholic Church exposed. Copy and paste. Yeah, but that's the link in chat. Not that anybody can. I know there's people is watching, but nobody in chat at the minute. So it could be for the future people who watch this afterwards. So yeah, that's sorted. So that's a link in that. Nobody in chat yet. I'll just wait a little bit. Actually, in the meantime, I'm going to play this. I didn't know it was Flats put out the other day with Sean Hawkins. I didn't even notice it. I haven't even seen it yet. So let's watch. This is only 2 minutes. 2 minutes worth. 2 minutes 40. Sean Hawkins has no idea what he's talking about. Proof. That's true. Flats. Absolutely true. All right. Just a quick one, guys. Sean. Like he's super popular. Just a quick one, guys. I'm not super popular today. There's nobody blooming here. What's going on? What's going on? One of them. I think I've been boycotted. Sharing. Yeah. Like on it. Stick it on it. Right. make it big. Might as well. Well, a comment. I don't know if it's worth point commenting. There's 3 people here. Okay, hopefully people get to see a notification, but doesn't look like anybody's coming today. 6 all of a sudden. I don't know what happened there. Jono, good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. Yeah, I'm just waiting for a little bit to see if anybody comes in. It seems a bit slow today, Jono. That link I just put above is for Flats. Had a live this morning with Luke, our Luke, Australian Luke. Who's not actually called Luke. His name's after the Luke verse. Can't remember the name of the verse now. The number of the verse. Luke 41. No. Something 41. I can't remember. Not 41 chapters in Luke. Not think. Can't remember the scripture, but I think he's usually in Matthew. But we call him Luke because that's what his avatar says. Anyway. Let's start off. I don't think Ryan's here. I think he put that in earlier, Jono. I think he's actually going to bed because he had a live with Roger earlier. So I think he'll be in bed. He'll probably wake up. Oh no, mind you, it's morning. This is not afternoon for me. So yeah, he probably won't be at this live. He did say it there, didn't he? 5 hours ago. I may not last that long. I'm beat from climbing stairs all day. Sorry guys, my throat's really sore. Sorry, I don't mean my throat's really sore. I mean, my voice it's croaky. It's not actually sore. I say sore because when you've got a croaky voice, you're used to saying, yeah, my throat's sore. And my throat's not sore. I've just got a croaky voice for some reason. Really bad. It's like it's just disappeared. I was maybe talking too loudly to Vicky last night. I don't know. We did have an argument, but yeah. Anyway, Mr. Super Sidewinder, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. But I didn't notice this video the other day. Flats put out a day ago. So I'll just play this one first, and then we'll get into the video. The video will go, it's only 20 odd minutes long. Might probably just get through it. You know what I mean? You know my feelings on the lizard people conspiracy theory. Yes, I believe that people can be demon possessed by a demon that could manifest looking like a lizard. Not a problem. But the lizard people conspiracy itself, I think it's a silly conspiracy. You don't believe in the bloodline and all that. And Lev Kung Fu came in yesterday saying there was races of actual lizard people. Not like demons that I'm talking about, but actual races of lizard people, which I don't see any evidence for. But people are entitled to their belief in that. So, yeah. I believe that if the people see lizard people, it's got to be a demon. It's not lizard people with the royal bloodline like David Icke and that's it, you know. David Icke does make it sound stupid. But I bet there is stuff David Icke's right about, you know. Might have a look at some of his stuff afterwards. See how silly it is. Anyway, let's do this video that Flats did the other day, about a day ago, and it's only 2 minutes long, and I didn't even notice it. So yeah, big, yeah, let's do it.
Check this out. Make sure the volume's all the way up.
Because I clearly say that's not what it means.
He'll say he's a liar. He's misinterpreting the Bible.
We always get the people, like he says, expanse misses the mark. It does. Because the expanse is actually coming from stereoma, the Greek, after the Hebrew. And as we know, every language after is getting watered down.
Yes, and as we know, you speak fluent Hebrew, right? Right, Flatzoid?
And as we know, Sean, you speak fluent Hebrew as well, didn't he? But I'm sure he just mentioned Greek then. But there you go. I'm sure that you know fluent Greek and fluent Hebrew and fluent Aramaic, and you would know what he's talking about, Sean, wouldn't you? He doesn't ever claim to be fluent in Hebrew.
Right? You're a joke, dude.
So the Greek is a
projection there. You're a joke, dude. He has to sit there with a few people and just watch Flatside streams and just sit and say, you're a joke, he's lying, you're a joke, he's lying. To me, that's not doing, if he thinks he's in truth, that's not doing anything for truth by just sitting there saying, you're a joke, you're lying, you're a joke, you're lying. That's, yeah, you could turn around and say, I could turn around and say someone's lying. but why are they lying? You know what I mean? And what are they lying about and stuff like that? No, he's just saying, no, he's a joke. He's lying. Just atoms. That doesn't do nothing for his truth, which is pure lies. Well, no, just pure lies, no fingers. You know, silly man.
A bit watered down from the Hebrew, and then the English is even more watered down from the Hebrew.
Well, if you check a recently modern dictionary, if it's got firmament in it, it says expands. My mum's got a dictionary from, I'm going to say 50s, and firmament in there is not defined as an expanse. It's
Right. Exactly.
defined as Bible states.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. If you even look at the root, the Strongs, the lexicons, it does talk about a solid expanse. But people see the word expanse and they ignore the solid part.
No, it doesn't. For instance, here's Strong's Concordance. What he cites from results for firmament from the.
Oh, Mr. Super Sidewinder, I played your Mandalorian yesterday. Very good, man. That's really funky. Yeah, I played Mandalorian. There's a couple more with you just playing the little ukulele small guitar thing, or I don't know, it's a ukulele, I can't remember. That I might download and put. Actually, let's do it now. So I've got some. Hold on, did I download something else, music-wise, for you, viewers? Right, downloads. 2 seconds. No, the last one was Mandalorian. I mean, I should play it again today because it was quite funny. It's a funny track. I like it. Anyway, let's go on. Yeah, I haven't downloaded the ones where you're just playing on the thing of yourself, but I will do at some point. Let's go on.
From 07554, properly and expanse, i.e. the
Autumn Leaves. Yeah, I'll download that one. I'll download that one to play at the end of this. Actually, let me just get it now. I'll download the channel. Might as well download it now. Why not? Autumn Leaves ukulele. Yeah, 6 minutes long. Woo, fair length of track, that one. Yeah, got it. And I'm just going to go to my downloader and download it. And hopefully it's working today, because sometimes the downloaders don't. But yeah, you know what? Let's do it again. Sometimes you get the download up and it doesn't work straight away. That looks better. Paste. There you go, it's come up. 720. Doobie-doobie-doo. Come on, hurry up. Download. It's happening. Old Catholic says, I have a question about the gospel according to Matthew. It's not meant to be a trick, but I don't know how else to ask it. And ask the question. You can always ask. I don't know if I know the answer. In the Sermon on the Mount, did Jesus abolish eye for an eye command? No, I don't think he abolished the eye for eye. I just think when he was saying he was just saying be a bit more tolerant. That's all. I don't. He did say, I know it was said for an eye. Now I say you just turn the other cheek. I think it was just saying being a bit more tolerant. I don't think it was completely abolished, because it's still fair, isn't it? For eye, tooth for tooth. It's still a fair thing. I don't think he abolished it. I mean, that's my feeling on it. I do think it's still, because he came to fulfill the law, didn't he? I don't think we should be just going out getting revenge on people and stuff like that. But because it's part of it's more the commandments. It's the two commandments that Jesus repeated is the main commandments. Do you know what I mean? These other things were Levitical laws, weren't they? These were things done for man. So I don't know. It's a weird one. It is a weird one, I know, and I don't think it's a contradiction in the Bible, because I don't believe in contradictions. If there's a contradiction, you just don't understand it properly. I think. I don't think he abolished it. No. Because if you came to fulfill the law, it can be abolished. I don't know. Yes, exactly. The overall message is love others as you love yourself. Exactly. That's the two laws, isn't it? That's the two that he points out. Jesus does. As long as it's about love, I don't think it came to abolish it. If you retaliate against someone like someone hacks your eye out, just there and then, you're allowed to retaliate back. You're defending yourself. So if you take his eye out, it's fair. Jesus ain't got to condemn you for that. No, I don't think so at all. You go out and intentionally take someone's eye out, yes, you're getting judged for that, definitely. So yes, in that case, it can't be abolished because you're allowed to defend yourself. Jesus doesn't say to be walked all over. Ultimate message is love. Be a bit more tolerant, I suppose. But yeah, someone's out there fighting you, who's there coming at you with a knife, coming to hack your eye out, take your ear off, whatever, and you retaliate in defense. That's good. So I don't think all Catholic in that way. I don't think it's abolished. No. And he did say he came to fulfill it. He fulfilled the law, didn't he? Not to abolish it. So yeah, it's a weird one when you read it. It is. I used to think it myself. But and it's like old cliche, like God's ways are not your ways and stuff like that. It sounds like a cliche, but it's cliche because it's true and it says it in the Bible. So to fully know and understand God, we've got to be there with him. I don't think we fully know and understand God. That's why we bloody worship him. He's our creator. Anyway, let's carry on with this. But good question. It's a good question, old Catholic.
Firmament, or apparently visible arch of the sky, firmament. Doesn't say anything about a solid expanse, you fucking liar. Again.
Seeing with Sean, he's sitting there watching us live doing this, and there's no need for it. What is that doing for his truth? Watching it and just calling us effing liars, or Flat's an effing liar, and just being vulgar. What does that do for his truth? Just calling Flat's a liar and not doing anything else, because he doesn't go on to prove things. When he comes to debate, he sits there quiet and then pretends his mic's knackered and goes. But what's the point in sitting there profaning at someone just because you believe he's a liar, Sean? Well, we know you're a liar. We actually know you're a liar. Been caught out in many lies, Sean. The heliocentric model is your God. You can see it. That's why you're calling Flats this and calling Flats that, because your sci-fi has been taken away from you.
Flatzoid, you lie. Stop lying about what the Bible says.
You don't know what the Bible says, Sean. You don't read the Bible. You told me the Bible said I'm not allowed to have piercings. It wasn't about a piercing. It's about mutilating yourself, Sean. So you don't read the Bible. Yes, he's horrible. Absolutely horrible. So what was he putting in? Right, this is obviously what you said Flats was lying about. Yeah. So where's the lie there, Sean? That confirms what he's saying. There we go. He's doing blue letter. Oh, so it's about Rakia. There you go. Rakia. Properly and expands the firmament, or apparently visible arch of the sky, firmament.
I would recommend the Theological Dictionary of the Old Testament, and volume 13 has an entry on Rakia. And here the first section, the root and...
And this guy here doesn't even believe in a flat earth, but he knows that the Bible teaches flat earth, even though he doesn't believe in flat earth.
lexical field, discusses how fundamentally, whether verbs or nouns, this root refers to things that are or are made thin, things that are spread thin, things that are beaten thin, things that are hammered thin. Therefore, rakia denotes a stable, solid entity situated above the earth, which protects the living world from an influx of the waters of chaos.
All you gotta do is
Oh. Oh. Oh my God, what's going on? That might have been the end, though. That might have been the end. Oh, it was. That's why. It was. Jimenez in? No. Jimenez is not in. Well, I'll do his observations at the end because this video is not that long anyway. But yeah, Hawkins is horrible, man. Not a nice dude whatsoever, but yeah, pure lies. That, did I download? I haven't downloaded it. Right, download. Right, that's Autumn Leaves downloading now. Sorry, I forgot to download it. I just left it half downloaded. Right, it's downloaded. Now, done. Cool. So I'll use that at the end. Also, let's put Flats's link in for the stream he had. Again, he had a stream earlier with Luke. I haven't seen it yet. About the Catholic Church. Is it there? Is that the one? This one, maybe? Is it? Yeah, the shocking truth about the Catholic Church exposed. Yeah, that's with Luke and Flats. I haven't seen it yet. I wasn't up in time. And then when I got up, I had to do something and put my stream on a bit later, so I missed it. Yeah, there's no point doing that. Okay, sound. I thought Luke would be here, but maybe because he's done that live with Flats, he's got to do something else now. I don't know. But the initial lizard people thought was because me and Luke was talking about it. So okay, so Luke, yeah, but all good. It's only a 20-minute video. We'll see what it says about the where the lizard people conspiracy theory come from. Because like I say, I believe if people see lizard people, it's a demon within them. I don't believe in the lizard people like the bloodline type thing that David Icke talks about and stuff like that. But I do believe that people see these manifesting demons and humans that look like lizards because they're demons, not because they're actual lizards or aliens or whatever, you know. But let's have a look. A look. And how long is it? 21 minutes. Right, let's do it.
Been referencing sentient reptilian entities, sometimes humanoid, sometimes not, going back to some of the earliest written works and legends known to man. In more modern times, according to a survey done by the firm Public Policy Polling, approximately 4% of Americans queried claimed that they believed lizard people are influencing world politics, with an additional 7% on the fence about this question. So,
if lizard people are demons, then yes, I believe they're influencing world politics, but not not lizard people, demons. Johnny says, I just watched Flats tear a new one into reality on the Catholic. I didn't see it. I didn't wake up in time, dude. Didn't wake up in time. Me, it was 7 in the morning. I didn't wake up in time, so I'll watch it in a bit, but that's the link there for it. I was at the last one. I missed the first one. I was at the last one. I missed this one. Obviously, I've seen them both, the ones I missed, but I will watch it later. Nice one, Luke and Flats, for that, because the last one was brilliant. I mean, Luke's good anyway. Luke's good when he comes on my stream. He's always got good information and stuff like that. Oh, my fan is really want to keep me cleaning again. It's so dirty because of smoke. The smoke, especially smoking weed. It's so monkey. I think he likes to clean it. I'm none of it, by the way. It's just a fan to me. If it gets dirty, it gets dirty. I clean everything else, but a fan, you got to take it apart to clean it. So yeah. Oh, you just watched the replay, right? I got you. Could actually skip. Oh, and Flats will be putting out. He's been putting out the interviews from his documentary. And me and Michael's part, one of the guys, we're two of the guys that were interviewed. So Flats will be putting out our interview either today or tomorrow. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow. I dare say it'll be tomorrow. If he's already done something today with Luke, I think he'd do it tomorrow. So I think that'll be out. So I might actually just when it come on tomorrow. If it comes out tomorrow, I might cover it myself. But it's just because a lot of people might not know what I'm saying in it, because Andrew Johnson didn't seem to know what I was saying. The rambling man. But yeah, that should be out today or tomorrow. It's me and Michael were interviewed at the same time, so it's not individual. It will be asked the same questions, and he'll answer and I'll answer. All right, he answers and I answer, whatever. Anyway, let's go.
How did the idea of lizard people ruling the world start? Well, to begin with, for those unfamiliar with our lizard overlords, while there are a variety of versions of this conspiracy theory, the general notion is that a few different types of reptilian human...
Yeah, Johnny, as David Icke has been on lizards for decades. Yeah, he probably got the idea from because he started on about lizards probably when he said he was Jesus, when he said he was the Son of God. It was not long after that he started going on about lizards, lizard people. He probably got the idea from V, like the serial V series that used to be out. What was lizard people came from another planet. It might be Mars, I don't know. I'm not sure. Another planet. They were all in like orange suits, like Michael Jackson's Thriller type suit thing, and that was back in the 80s. And Robert Englund played one of the main ones. The same guy played Freddy Krueger. He was in it. V. I don't know if you remember it, guys. Johnny remembers it. Let me just see, just in case a lot of people, first people in there that doesn't remember it. Let's see if it comes up. V. Wow. Images of V. Series from is. Let's see. Yeah, here's the boys. Here's the V boys. I just remember with the first time they swallowed a rat or something like that in the throat. I was like, no way. I was a kid. No, I think so. Yeah, Shersky. And this is, just in case you guys have never seen V, this is some pictures from V. That's the kind of suits and that they wore, with the lizard eye, half lizard person look. That's what they look like when the skin came off of them. That is a bit like Michael Jackson's Thriller things, It was that orangey color anyway. Looks so old now. There she is. That's the one I remember. This here, swallowing the bloody rat or whatever it was. There. Hey Michael, how you doing, bro? How you doing?
Morning.
Good. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So yeah, that was V from the 80s, guys. So I was thinking David Icke might have got the idea from V, lizard people. No.
Top program.
Yeah, do you remember it as well? But not one of these pictures has got Robert Englund in it. No Freddy Krueger.
All I can remember, obviously I've watched it since I was young, but all I had in memory from being young was peeling skin off the face.
Yeah, but I remember how swallowing the rat and the face peel. Like, where was it? This one, yeah. This is when I remember that. Yeah. Good to see you, bro. But yeah, I'm just about to get on with the video. So
I've just been watching last night's show. Wow.
Oh no, I was off. I ended up. I was super. Me and Vicky ended up in an argument because of that woman. You know what I mean?
Really?
Vicky came on. She just went off her head because she was there because of what she said to Vicky about her dead kid and all that. So,
it's going to happen, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. I don't think Vicky will be back on again, to be honest. Maybe better, but yeah, it was. Is
that live? Like,
sorry, yeah, it was. No, she didn't say. No, yes, Vicky wrote something in chat. She wanted me to call her a CUNT and that, and I won't. I won't say that word. You know what I mean? I told her what I thought of her, obviously, because she was just shouting and screaming, being an idiot. So, I mean, I was hardly saying anything. Then I came and she told me to shut up and that. I'm like, don't tell me to shut up. Who do you think you are?
I heard that bit, you people.
Yeah, exactly. I ended up calling her a silly cow as well. I shouldn't have acted like that, calling her a silly cow, but she just riled me. I don't think she should have been there, to be honest. I don't see what was the point in having her on.
That's what they're there to do, to wind you up and make you behave out of
Exactly.
character. That's what their intention.
Exactly. I don't think there's any point in giving her a platform at all. Really don't.
I don't.
Not
if you
anymore.
don't understand these basic terms, like there's no hope here, is there?
Stupid, isn't it? Stupid. Anyway, let's carry on. Enough of my whinging. Ah. Did you see Fletcher's thing this morning with Luke?
No, mate. I literally not been up long, and I've just been watching last night's show.
I missed it. I missed it as well. The link's in chat there, though. The one that's just undermine him. Yeah, I've still got to go and watch it. Anyway,
I'll catch up with it. Like, hey, Jono.
Good to see you, bro. I've already said hello, Jono.
Yeah, no, it's that ain't me. Like, you know what I'm like. I can't be bothered to keep swapping between StreamYard and YouTube.
I know.
And if I type from him in here, it comes up as you.
Yeah, I know. It's weird, that is. Surely that can be sorted somehow. Because it even tells me, if you go to recording, right, under your name, it tells me you're host as well. So why shouldn't it? It should be able to differentiate the names. You know what I mean? It tells me I'm host and you're host, and that's two different names. So
maybe contact StreamYard, like, and ask them.
Yeah.
That'd be the easiest way to do it. Like.
Yeah, I should do.
Us. Chief among these creatures are a type speculated to come from the Draco constellation, because apparently the lizard people knew their little corner of the galaxy would look vaguely like a serpent from Earth when connecting the dots during a certain part of Earth's history, and so went ahead and spent millions.
Sorry?
It's this village idiot.
What's
He's done a flat Earth video, him.
Yeah, I thought I'd seen his face before. And Luke said the other night, this is the guy you had on the other day. No, from someone else's. No, it's not. He thought it was Mookick. I know, dude, it's not Mookick. Yeah,
Baldy's on Globe side, isn't there?
Aye, that's it. His channel is called something happened. What's it called again? I'll put it in chat. Today I found out. And that's the name of his channel. Today I found out.
Of years evolving appropriately on their home planet to match. The Draconians are apparently tall, winged, reptilian humanoids who not only secretly rule over humans, but more overtly rule over other types of lizard people as well. As for those others, the second...
I haven't said where you got this information from so far. Unless it's just satire.
Most prominent group, widely held among adherents to this conspiracy, are the shape-shifting human-reptilian hybrids. Naturally, thanks to the fact that the lizard people are secretly working to control humanity, many former
and again, just in case people come in that, like, I know Lev Kung Fu was saying yesterday that there's races of actual lizard people. I'd like to see the evidence for that. I don't think there is. Yeah. Like, I wasn't arguing with Lev yesterday. I was just saying, look, dude, I don't believe that. And he quoted Christ and said, he said that I dismissed it. I'm like, just because you've got an interpretation of what Christ said, and I've got an interpretation, it doesn't say I dismissed it. You're implying that you have got the correct meaning of what you're saying. I wasn't dismissing anything at all. It was just I do not believe that in this same translation of what the verse he said is supposed to what I think it means. He think it was taught Jesus was talking about the third eye and stuff like that. No, not at all. If you see demon, if you see anybody says lizard people, I do believe there could be lizard people as in demons. If it's a manifesting, and I do believe they could probably manifest a little bit, show a little bit of it, that look like lizards. But if you see that, it's the same as if you see an alien. It's a demon, not a lizard person. It might look like a lizard, but it's a demon, not a person that's a lizard. Like some kind of hierarchy, bloodline, or a race of lizard people. You've never seen any evidence for it.
Current prominent world leaders, such as the now allegedly deceased Queen Elizabeth II,
Barack
Obama, Joe Biden, and Donald Trump, along with celebrities like Angelina Jolie, the allegedly...
I do believe that they could be demon-possessed, but I do not believe they're part of a bloodline that's a lizard person. Yes, they could have a lizard demon in them, I suppose, but not a lizard person.
Deceased Betty White, Simon Whistler, and Katy Perry are all
Simon
known to be shape-shifting reptoids.
Simon Whistler, he's from that channel, does the science and all that. some science, some of it's not science. Can't remember his channel name.
What?
Is it Action Labs? I don't know.
This video is brought to you by Squarespace. Now, if you've tried to
Oh,
build a
no,
website, you know it can be a
not.
bit like assembling flat, not because Squarespace might engage with terms. So it's tailored to your brand, optimized for every device,
Come on.
redesigned detail with
Really
reimaginedspace.com for a free
Wow.
trial when you're ready to launch using the code BRAINFOOD. Thank
Well, if I ever had a monetized channel and I got sponsored by something that I agreed with, I wouldn't take 2-3 minutes talking about it. I just quickly bloody do
They
a
have
quick.
to, though. They have to do it for a sponsor. But
Do they have
why
to do
not-
a certain length of time though?
Why not stick it on end of video, like?
Exactly.
And then
Exactly.
people don't want to watch that
Yeah.
crap.
Because I have seen people that have been sponsored only doing a quick 30-second thing. You know what I mean?
You know, when I
Not
get,
even,
when I start watching a video and that happens, that's when I turn off.
yeah, it does. And the thing is, this is downloaded as well, so I don't get the adverts and that, but then you still get the bloody sponsors.
It's like
Thanks to
watching
Squarespace
Simon
for
Dan, man.
Exactly.
sponsoring. And now back to today's video. As to why said reptoids wish to rule the world, there are a variety of reasons given, with the most prominent two being that they are here for our gold, and alternatively, that they feed on negative energy from humans, particularly given off when we're afraid, angry, or just generally anxious.
I haven't had that before. Gold and they feed off negative energy, but if it's a demon, I dare say they would feed off negative energy. They love it. But I don't think that's their only food. They do other things, you know what I mean? It's not just all about negative energy and all that. They do tons of stuff.
But it says the thirsting can't drink and the hungry
Yes.
can't eat, so I can't imagine that they're feasting off out.
No, well, true.
Thus, they wish to create an Orwellian world government system in order to more easily manipulate our collective emotions for their own sustenance. This now brings us to who
Yeah, Satan appeared as a serpent, yeah.
actually first came up with the modern idea of these reptilian overlords in the first place. While, as noted, sentient reptilians of some form or another have seemingly been around in human legend for as long as we've been humaning, one of the earliest and most influential references of lizard people in more modern times can be found in Robert E. Howard's 1929 story The Shadow Kingdom, published in the pulp magazine Weird Tales. Not coincidentally, these beings
I mean, it's maybe because of that a part of it comes from, no, because in the Garden of Eden, the Satan came as a reptile, as a serpent. As a serpent is a reptile. But I mean, it's like I say, it's classified and specified these things. You know what I mean? But maybe that's where people get that's part of the idea from, because Satan came as that serpent sort of thing.
I think it comes from something like Nakasha or something.
Right.
Shiny one or something like that.
Mm. But you could see like correlation where people can add to their ideas because of biblical stuff and all that, I suppose. Because a lot of people get ideas from the Bible, but then they make it like there's some kind of secret Gnostic knowledge when that's not what the Bible's about. You know what I mean? It's open. It's an open book, literally.
are shockingly similar to the modern perception of lizard people. In a nutshell, the story involves ancient shape-shifting reptilian humanoids with elaborate underground abodes who work in the shadows to rule humanity, including via infiltrating various groups and using mind control to influence world politics. This and subsequent works by Howard would go on to popularize some version of these lizard people, including...
He speaks really fast, doesn't he? I mean, you don't have to put this guy in fast forward. I think he is on fast forward.
In works by a close friend of his, H.P. Lovecraft. The concept caught on from here and has...
It's fast forward, an old terminology for speeding something up, because fast forward is usually used to see it on a VHS, fast forward or fast rewind. And I still use old terminologies.
They're not fast about it though, that's the best thing.
Oh god, there was nothing fast about it, you know. Sometimes you were faster to take the tape out, put it on your finger and wind it like that.
I used to hate that, you know, when you go to the video shop and you rent a video and
it wasn't rewound.
And they've not rewound it.
That did my nutting a lot. Because I used to just put the video in and play it. I'd play it and it was at the end of the film. Halfway through, I'm like, for goodness sake. And you can hear the video rewinding, it's going slow, bit faster, and at the end it's like... I miss VHS. They were fun. I used to record my voice on the tape and everything. You know,
Come a long ways, haven't we, since then, though, man?
Oh, definitely.
You can just stream any film you want on.
I know, definitely. But I remember having a VHS and that back in the day, and you thought, like, oh, at least I've got. Some people didn't have them. Some people just had a TV. Some people, when I was a kid, just had a black and white TV as well. And to have a VHS, a video player, I was like, whoa. You know?
I can remember, like, one of the first videos I got when we got VHS, it were Jungle Book. You know,
Jungle Book.
Version.
The first film I ever seen, and I suppose it's why I'm such a fan of Rocky, is Rocky. First film I ever seen in VHS, Rocky. So it must have been, I think it must have been about 1980. Seen it. Rocky came out in 76. But I was 4 or 5, I remember, when we got a video. So it must have been in about 1980, I think, 1981. And yeah, we've seen Rocky 1 on it. Excuse me.
Shown no signs of stopping in science fiction since. Noteworthy here, for reasons we'll get to in a bit, is one individual, Mystic Correspondence School founder Maurice Doreal, who would seemingly be inspired by Howard's lizard people when creating many written works for his followers, most notably the Emerald Tablets of Thoth the Atlantean. Except in Doreal's case, he would use these science fiction characters to create a supposed real history of Earth that incorporates reptoids as factual beings. Because, sure, why not? Another notable incident that helped spread the idea of lizard people occurred in
I understand his incredulity. I understand his incredulity. But little did he know that there's such thing as demons exist.
We're not in a position, are we, to totally deny it?
No.
I'd have to see some evidence from what I've seen already.
Oh, absolutely.
People glitch out on video and that don't.
If I seen some evidence about even a lizard people race, then I'd reconsider it. But I haven't. But even then, I would kind of put it down to some kind of Nephilim thing. You know what I mean? Hey, Glenn, good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
Glenn.
But yeah, at the minute, there's no, especially the way David Icke and all that goes on about lizard people. I just do not believe in that. I can't see any evidence for that. But demons, I certainly have seen evidence for.
That's a red flag for me to start with, David Icke.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, come on, someone who thinks he's the son of God, you know what I mean? And then he still hasn't really addressed that.
Once them words passed his lips, there's no credibility left in the guy.
No. And he still hasn't really addressed it. All he keeps saying is he had a voice say to him he was the son of God. Now, I believe that. If a voice said it to him, it was a demon. If he's claiming to be the son of God, it's a demon.
People have voices telling him to kill people and all, like.
Exactly. Same thing. And it was funny because he was saying he was the son of God, as in Jesus. But then the people started heckling and laughing in the Terry Wogan show. And he was saying, they're laughing at you in a way. And he says, well, yeah, I know. But says it's funny they should be doing that because 2,000 years ago, they did the same to a man called Jesus, laughing and heckling at him. And now he just so called himself the son of God. He should have said, they did the same to me 2,000 years ago. He debunked himself in the same sentence as saying he was the son of God. You know what I mean? He said they did the same to a man 2,000 years ago. A separate man, not himself, because if he was the son of God, he'd be Jesus. So he should have said it happened to me 2,000 years ago as well. You know? But yeah, David Icke, I think, is there is some of the things he says is true, but that doesn't mean to say he's not here to deceive.
1934 and 1935, when one G. Warren Shufelt was looking for gold in California. To aid in his endeavor, Shufelt invented a device that he claimed used radio X-rays to see deep into the earth and was apparently able to be used to find precious metals like gold as well.
Well, that's the thing, Dojo. Lizard people with cold blood. So where are they all laid out in sun warming their bodies up like other lizards do, you know?
Exactly. You exactly right. I mean, there'd be more evidence of them warming their bodies up, wouldn't there?
Like you get claims that they live underground and stuff. How's that?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Of course, his device didn't actually
Blue
use
light.
X-rays, but rather used a common dowsing pendulum, as described in a January 29th, 1934 edition of the Los Angeles Times. Quoting here, Schufeld's radio
That just reminded me on Mitchell from Australia's video. He did. I just seen the dominoes not dropping. Man, the broken pendulum.
Yeah, how was the
consists
pendulum
chiefly-
broken?
I know, it's
You
ridiculous.
know what I mean?
Unless the only way that breaks is if the string snapped. That's the only way you get a broken pendulum. And even then, the pendulum is not broken because the pendulum is actually the metal bit, isn't it? Really?
The pendulum were doing exactly what a pendulum should do,
Exactly. It did what it was meant to do.
swinging backwards
Yeah.
and forwards. Obviously,
just
the
did-
thing that were broken, what
The
device makes it?
The earth mechanics stopped that day.
Yeah, that's what broke that there.
Yeah, that was
a
a good
cylindrical
one.
glass case inside of which a plummet attached to a copper wire held by the engineer sways continually, pointing, he asserts, toward minerals or tunnels below the surface of the ground, and then revolves when over mineral or swings in prolongation of the tunnel when above the excavation. Using the device, the Times piece reveals a rather astounding discovery made by Schufeld. Busy Los Angeles, although little realizing it in the hustle and bustle of modern existence, stands above a lost city of catacombs filled with incalculable treasure and imperishable records of a race of humans further advanced intellectually and scientifically than even the highest type of present-day peoples. Schufeld himself goes on.
Hey Barry, good to see you. I didn't see you there, dude. Bless you, man. And Dojo, I forgot to say hello. Good to see you, man.
This discovery, I knew I was over a pattern of tunnels, and I had mapped out the course of the tunnels, the position of large rooms scattered along the tunnel route, as well as the position of deposits of gold, but I couldn't understand the meaning of it. Schufeld made a breakthrough, however, when he came across a Hopi Native American who went by the name of Little Chief Greenleaf, as well as L. Macklin. Schufeld claims that Greenleaf told him about 5,000 years ago in Hopi history. It speaks of lizard people who built vast underground cities in the region, recording their own history on gold tablets. Hearing this story,
I'm just going to put myself on mute for a second, wait Vicky up. She wanted waking up for a certain time, so... yeah, if you need to stop, you need to stop, dude. You know what to do.
Schufeld connected the dots and believed he had found one of these cities and could prove it because within the chambers he found, to quote, gold tablets with perfect corners, sides and ends, scientific proof of the gold's existence. Of course, given that he was using nothing more than a dowsing pendulum, it's not really clear how he could have detected anything, let alone gold tablets hundreds of feet below the Earth's surface. And we're not really sure how claiming you found gold is scientific proof of finding gold, but he was happy to take investors' money to pursue the dig. On that note, with the story being published in newspapers across the country, Schufeld was able to both garner city support for the project in exchange for 50% of any gold found, as well as get sufficient money from investors to start excavating. Unfortunately for his investors, as often happens when you dig deep holes, the result is eventually encountering water, with the project ultimately stopping at a depth of about 350 feet because of this complication. While Schufeld had thus successfully accomplished drilling a well, sadly he did not manage to find any buried treasure. As to what happened to him after, he doesn't appear to have used his radio X-ray device on any other projects and more or less disappeared from history, other than it being recorded that he died in California in 1957. As to the Hopi legends that he used to garner so much support for his project, it should be noted here that while this story is
Hey Jim, how's it going, mate?
Good to see you, Jim.
used to support the
to see you,
existence
bro.
of the lizard people, beyond the fact that no such tunnels were ever found, it is explicitly noted in accounts from Schufeld at the time that these were
Yeah, that's about right, Dojo. And maybe this guy's a lizard doing a piece to make people who point out lizard people look bad. Definitely, that could be it.
humans who simply used the lizard as their symbol. And indeed, while there is no known Hopi legend about literal lizard people, it was common for the Hopi to have clans that used animal names such as
Now, just seeing that eye there, it just reminded me of what Sandro said the other week, and I thought like when he said that tigers and lions aren't the same family as like household cats. I'm like, okay, and I wondered what. Then he said about the eyes, and I totally never thought about that before. You know, because household cats have got the slitty eyes, haven't they? Like the slit, like the oval shaped eyes. sort of thing, elongated pupils, should I say. But you look at a tiger or a lion, they've just got round pupils like us. So, I mean, are they a cat? Are they actually part of the same family? I don't know. They look similar, yeah, but completely different eyes. It's mad. I didn't even know that. I just automatically thought that lions and tigers would probably have slitty eyes as well. I just never thought of it. Because even now I think of the album Eye of the Tiger. Yeah, you see it, and it hasn't got a slitty eye on it. I never even thought of that thing before, but yeah, it was a good thing you brought up, Sandro, if you're in chat. I don't think you are, but sorry, it just reminded me of that when I was seeing these animals' eyes.
Bear clan, a spider clan, and
Ooh,
most.
nasty. Ooh, what happened there? His volume's gone. Oh,
There is no known
I don't know
reference to
what
this in any surviving Hopi legends. Of course, given the story concerning underground cities and technologically advanced peoples, there is no known reference to this in any surviving Hopi legends. Of course, given their history was passed down orally, much was lost before their stories started to be written down.
Cats and lizard
further
people.
raising questions about Shufelt's story is that there is no record of a Chief Greenleaf or El Mac.
Cats are, yeah, but lizards don't have slitty eyes. They have round eyes, don't they?
In any surviving Hopi birth and death record. Of course, while extensive, these lists are not comprehensive, so it's possible Greenleaf really did exist. But as with the supposed Hopi legend of these advanced lizard people, all we have to go on is Shufelt's word. Whether Shufelt was simply a con artist or he legitimately believed vast tunnels filled with gold exist under the city of Los Angeles isn't clear. Either way, his claims are...
And if they're lizard people, they manifest and change shape and that. So yeah, you could be right. Could just be changing the shape of their pupils. Oh, look at that lovely picture. Look at that Earthrise. Isn't that beautiful, guys? And doesn't that prove a globe, doesn't it? Picture there proves a bloody globe. But look at the edge of the moon, the horizon of the moon. It's like 20 feet away from the camera. You know what I mean? Tell me that's not a set.
It's been thoroughly debunked, hasn't it?
No, absolutely. I mean, that you put the little box on it, you change the, what is it, to a negative, you see the box round about the earth and everything, the actual box that they used to put it there. It's just it's a composite, it's a compilement.
Occasionally used as proof of ancient lizard people inhabiting the Earth. Fast forwarding to 1976, and we have the 12th Planet and subsequent similar works by Zechariah Sitchin, where he purports that beings known as...
I didn't know that, Glenn. There you go. I didn't know that. So the eyes are what identifies a venomous snake from a non-venomous snake. Venomous snakes have slits, and non-venomous snake eyes are round. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know snakes had slitty eyes. Wow.
The Anunnaki from the planet Nibiru came to Earth 500,000 years ago in order to acquire, to quote here, monoatomic gold, which they can use for travelling through dimensions among.
It's right. I've just had a look at eyes of a grass snake, and they are round. Or they look round, like, but cat's eyes can also look round, like, so.
They can when they've widened, they look round, yeah. It's when they're small, they're a slit. Yeah, that's right. Right.
Other things. Thankfully for us humans who were used as slaves by the Anunnaki, this group ended up hightailing off Earth because of a great flood that covered the planet. When the Anunnaki came back, they apparently were involved in the building of a variety of ancient structures, such as the pyramids. Noteworthy here is that Sitchin's Anunnaki weren't necessarily reptilian, but, as with Shufelt's story, would later be folded into the rest of people conspiracy theory anyway. And this finally brings us to the man of the hour, and arguably the greatest driving force behind the modern lizard people conspiracy theory, as well as perhaps the most successful professional conspiracy theorist of all time, David Vaughan.
David Icke. He had to be mentioned. I knew you would be.
He was a former popular sportscaster for the BBC and prominent Green Party member. His life changed, however, around 1990 when he started feeling some invisible presence which physically led him to a book called Mind to Mind, written by a psychic healer by the name of Betty Shine. Soon enough, he sought out sight.
Yeah, he thinks he's Jesus. He's going to a psychic lady, psychic healer. You know what I mean? He's hearing voices in his head. Talks about lizard. Yeah, he was a confused dude. Maybe he's got a lizard inside him, you know. Demon.
to see if she could shed a little light on how he might heal his arthritis and what the deal was with the strange presence
He did
he
actually
was
have
encountering.
arthritis.
After a few
That's kind of why he stopped being a goalkeeper for Coventry, because of his arthritis and that. He became a sports presenter for a little while because he was in pain, I think. But yeah, he played for Coventry. I think he was goalkeeper, wasn't he? Coventry. Goalkeeper? Yeah, goalkeeper.
visits, Shine allegedly told him on March the 29th, 1990, that Ike was placed on Earth to work as the instrument of the spirit world, and they would be contacting him to use him as a conduit to help humanity. Shortly after this, messages flooded in. In order to spare the Green Party the controversy he knew would follow when he revealed to the world what the spirit realm was telling him, in 1991, Ike decided to leave said political party. He then held a press conference alongside his wife, Linda Atherton, and his girlfriend, Deborah Shaw. Okay. Announcing to the world that he was, in fact, the son of a godhead, with godhead described by Ike as in.
Did he say that? I thought he just said he was son of God. Did he say son of the Godhead? We'll have to take a look at it after this. I don't think he said
Same thing.
Yeah, I know, but did he say that actual words? Of course it's the same thing, of course. But I don't think he said that. He might have elaborated and said that, but I'll have a quick look after this.
Infinite mind. Among other things, he would make a variety of bold predictions, such as that the world would experience a cataclysmic event in 1997, which would see such things as New Zealand disappearing into the sea. This would all culminate in the entire world ceasing to exist. He further revealed that all of this was told to him by spirit voices who were using him as a conduit to communicate to the people of Earth. While it expected controversy from these revelations, apparently the reality of people not only not believing him, but actually mocking him quite openly across the country was too much at first for Ike. He stated, "One of my very greatest fears as a child was being ridiculed in public. And there it was, coming true. As a television presenter, I'd been respected. People come up to you in the street and shake your hand and talk to you in a respectful way. And suddenly, overnight, this was transformed into Ike's a nutter. I couldn't walk down any street in Britain without being..."
I've got a video of David Icke up for after this. It's 6 minutes long. We'll have a look at it anyway, see what he was saying. Even if it's just to have a laugh at it. Because this has got to be finished soon. I've only done an hour, so might as well.
Laughed at. It was a nightmare. My children were devastated because their dad was a figure of ridicule. At one point shortly after his infamous announcement to the world, many dozens of teens even went so far as to gather in front of his house, continually chanting, "We want the
Putting it to the toilet, Michael.
Messiah, give us a sign, David." Despite it all, Ike soldiered on anyway, writing several astoundingly well-reviewed books, such as The Truth Shall Set You Free, The Truth Vibrations, The Children of the Matrix, The Biggest Secret, The Book That Will Change the World, Alice in Wonderland and the World Trade Center, and Infinite Love is the Only Truth, among many others, with the entire catalogue having apparently sold a couple of 100,000 copies to date. On the side, Ike also sells merchandise, operates a surprisingly popular conspiracy theory website, and most lucratively of all, frequently gives public talks in front of crowds of thousands, in one instance in Australia, apparently grossing a whopping £83,000 or $102,000 in ticket sales at a talk in Melbourne. I'm in the wrong business! As for lizard people, they are at the centre of Ike's vast conspiracy theory, which pretty much forges elements from just about every prominent conspiracy theory into one master theory to rule them all. Noteworthy is that much of the modern mythos surrounding the lizard people Ike has channeled from the spirit realm bears shocking resemblance to the sci-fi stories that kicked off the whole lizard people idea in the first place, as well as seemingly
Again, the letter's legal occupier. Let's see what crap it is. If it's legal occupier, don't usually take any notice of what it says. It hasn't got my name on it. Jimenez, loyal Edwardus, I shall spare thy head. You guys spare Jono's head? I think you should take it, dude. Taketh the head. Decapitate him. Oh, 10-day window. Brilliant. We're given a 10-day window to get correctly licensed. Oh, for TV license. I see. These days, no, not buying one. Sorry. I don't think we should need TV licenses. I don't agree with them. I think it's ridiculous to have a TV license.
Do you actually watch TV?
No, I don't. I've got one, but I don't watch TV. It's there because I watch YouTube on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you don't need a license to own the telly.
No, I do have BBC iPlayer on it, but I don't tend to watch it. Yeah. Gnomes.
You need a license for iPlayer.
Yeah, you do. You need a license. Anything BBC. Apparently, you're meant to have a license. I don't know why. Even if you're just streaming on the internet, Michael, apparently. I don't know why.
Live
I mean, this is what I heard. I haven't checked it out.
Only live TV.
Right. Okay. It's weird. Yeah, I've never had a license. Have you? Have you got a license?
No, I don't watch live TV.
No, there you go. No, exactly. Have you ever had one?
If you want to check out a decent channel, it's Chili John Carney. He covers TV license. Good channel.
Chili John Carney.
Yeah.
Good name. Check that out.
Borrowing from the aforementioned the Emerald Tablets as well as Stitchin's work, among others. Not completely unoriginal, Ike has come up with a number of his own elements to add to the narrative, including claiming the lizard people use the moon, which apparently is a spacecraft and interdimensional portal, to project a holographic reality to aid in controlling humans. In his own words, we are living in a dream world within a dream world, a matrix within a virtual reality universe, and it is being broadcast from the moon. Unless people force themselves to become fully conscious, their minds are the moon's minds. I wonder why everyone was calling you a nutter, David. I wonder, David. He later claimed that actually the rings of Saturn were where these signals originated, with the moon itself merely amplifying and projecting them onto Earth. Which
Barry Ross says, "What is a TV license?" It's about £150 for a year.
Yeah,
and it's pretty much just for BBC, really.
Yeah, you're just paying for BBC because BBC don't do commercials. ITV, Channel 4, all the rest of them do commercials. So you're paying for BBC. Even if you've got a radio that you listen to BBC, what BBC Radio 1, 2, whatever, you used to have a radio license at some point. But I think you're meant to be licensed for anything BBC sort of thing. Crazy, isn't it?
And you get, like, I get a letter at least once a fortnight telling me that I'm breaking law and all kinds of wordage that they use to their advantage. None of it's accurate.
It's stupid. It's not unlawful to have a frigging, not have a TV license.
And then occasionally you get what they call a goon. And basically it's a guy who works for a company who's just a glorified salesman who comes and knocks on your door and demands entry to your house to prove that you are not watching TV.
They say they used to go around in vans back in the 80s and 90s and that with some kind of aerial equipment on the top and say that they can detect you watching BBC, which I didn't believe. But yeah, they used to go about in these vans with things on the top saying they don't so much now. They just go in cars, knock your door and say, yeah, you're watching TV, you're watching BBC.
If you go on YouTube, Barry, and type in BBC goon visits, you'll see like where people have recorded them coming to the door.
Yeah.
Quite funny.
Yeah, BBC's ad free. But it doesn't matter. If it's ad free, why the hell shouldn't be paying a TV license? A license to watch something. That's just beyond a frigging joke. It's beyond I think it's beyond a joke. You need a license to drive a car as well, to be honest. You need all these to go fish. You need a license to go fish. It's just beyond a joke. Yes, people should be responsible and stuff like that, but all these licenses and stuff is beyond a joke. It's ridiculous. But yeah, BBC.
I'm not going to lie. Shapeshifting interdimensional lizard aliens invading Earth using mind control, virtual reality, moon-sized spacecraft, and many other awesome technologies to take over the world. I mean, I'd watch that movie. Can we get someone to sum up Ike's books into one coherent trilogy and add some awesome characters and maybe get the Wachowskis to direct it, please? Of course, in Ike's version of things, it's not Keanu Reeves who'd save the world, but of course, it's himself. I mean, he's the son of a godhead after all, and he'll reveal the truth to the world and get everyone to love one another. Ike states, David and rule is the bottom line of all dictatorships. Arab is turned against Jew, black against white, right against left. Unplugging from the matrix means refusing to recognize these illusory fault lines. We are all one. I refuse to see a Jew as different from an Arab and vice versa. They are both expressions of the one and need to be observed and treated the same, none more or less important than the other. I refuse to see black people in terms that I would not see white, nor to see the left as I would not see the right.
If you watch TV through YouTube, you still need a license as well. If you watch TV stuff through YouTube, you still need a license. unbelievable. And I asked it if you stream on YouTube in the UK, do you need a license? I don't think you understand my question properly though, but it said, yes, you need a license to stream live TV on YouTube in the UK. I never asked to stream live YouTube in the UK. I just said, do you need a TV license to stream on YouTube in the UK? Live TV, you need a TV license to watch TV sports or news programs on YouTube. This includes streaming live content on any device, such as laptops, smartphones, or tablets. On-demand content, BBC YouTube channel, you can watch clips and short videos on BBC's YouTube channel. Well, you can watch short clips without a license. But anything any more than that, then you need a license, even on YouTube. It's beyond a joke, isn't it? It's ridiculous.
Right. How could it be any different, except when we believe the illusion of division is real? If we do that, the Matrix has us. He sums up in a speech in 2012, if we want a world of love and peace, we have to be loving and peaceful with everyone, even people we don't like. In the end, that is, according to the spirit realm, who is using Ike to communicate with us, the only way to defeat the lizard people. Starve them of our anxieties, fears, and angers, and give them only the positive energy of love. So to sum up...
I mean, he is talking in a condescending kind of way, and I understand his incredulity, but again, if he'd seen like some of the things I've seen demonically and stuff like that, or even had some people's stories or believed in demons a little way, he wouldn't be taking the piss as much, you know. Because I do believe if people see a lizard person, then they're seeing a demon.
Lizard people in some form or another have been around seemingly as long as humans have been coming up with stories, with the modern incarnation mostly seeming to have been popularized by author Robert E. Howard, spreading through fiction from there and ultimately adapted among other works by others, with this all culminating in the most prominent version of the lizard people story created by the son of a godhead.
Was Terry Wogan BBC?
Yeah. I think, I don't know.
It might let me see. It's 6 minutes worth. If it doesn't, then I'll just have to get rid of it at the end. It's on YouTube anyway. I should do it that way because oh no, that's 50. I'll try it. If it copyrights me, I'll take it down. It hasn't got any BBC markings and that on it. It might have some kind of distortion. I don't know. But yeah, it's not a BBC channel. There is lots of stuff with David Icke here at BBC, which I wouldn't show. But yeah, we'll try it. Anyway.
Britain's own David Icke. We're not proud. For full details, see the many books which the lizard people freely allow him to publish, despite that the books reveal their ultra-secret plan in incredible detail and even out some of the most prominent members. And now for a bonus fact. Speaking of conspiracy theories, have you ever wondered why Area 51 is thought to house alien bodies and technologies? Well, want to know more. First, it's important to realize what Area 51 actually is. For all intents and purposes, and according to every government document ever released, Area 51 is a so-called secret military base where they test experimental pieces.
Yeah, what do you reckon to Area 51, Michael? Do you just reckon it's like a military base type thing that they're doing stuff in?
I don't know.
Like, do you reckon they're doing like some of these UFO kind of sightings?
I remember
machinery like that they're doing.
If I remember correctly, there's something that went off there with that Jack Parsons, something to do with Babylon working or something. So there's something demonic afoot there, I would imagine.
Area 51 is Navy, Jono said. They know us better than we know ourselves. Yeah, what are you talking about? AI? Yeah, well, AI does seem to know us a bit, but they don't know us really because they're not sentient, are they? But yeah, I know what you guys are saying.
Military hardware. For example, experimental jets such as...
I mean, it's true that you could be talking about something just in and about near your phone, and you don't even have to be on the phone to someone. You could be talking to your missus about something, and then the next thing you go on the phone, it's advertised or something like that. You know,
there's settings on your phone though where you can try and turn that stuff off. Like I have it turned off on mine.
Oh, have you? I mean, I mean, I try not to use my phone much anyway, but yeah, I didn't know you had them kind of settings.
There's let me have a look a minute. If you go to your settings and you go to Google, You go to Google. I don't know what's going off on my phone. It's like not hardly working. And it comes up Google services. It says recommended and all services. Go to all services.
Right.
And if you go down to privacy and security in that, and it says ads. You found it?
Yeah.
You found it?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you see ads under privacy and security? Click on ads.
Yeah. Okay.
And it says something about advertising ID. So you want to like reset it or turn it off or something. I've already done it on mine, so I can't see option.
Right. Yeah. The phone just died. I'll have to do this. Just as I was getting to the last thing, the phone just died. I'll have to do that after.
Yeah, you'll still get them. Like, 'cause I don't know how you turn it off on your computer, like. But
Cool. I'll do
off
that.
on my phone and tablet anyway.
Cool.
Not that I'm bothered whether they're listening or not. I couldn't get that.
No, me neither, to be honest. But it's just we knew that's happening.
To stick finger to machine.
It's weird. I mean, I've been on the phone before where it's been ringing. I'm ringing someone. I think it was Vicky. I was ringing. I can't remember, and it was still ringing while I was talking to my mate Harry, and it just kept ringing my side. And when she answered, she was like, "Why wasn't you saying hello?" Because you never answered. She says, "I heard you and Harry saying this and that." I'm like, "You just answered this second. How could you have heard me and Harry saying that? It was ringing. It was still ringing. She heard what me and Harry were saying. You know what I mean? Crazy. Mad.
The SR-71 Blackbird and the Lockheed U-2 Dragon Lady were tested at the Area 51 base, the latter of which was actually the first piece of hardware publicly known to have been constructed and tested there. The site Area 51 was built on was supposedly first chosen due to the incredibly smooth lands found on nearby lake beds, coupled with the area's natural inaccessibility. Both of these features made it perfect for testing aircraft like the Lockheed U-2, which required a large area of flat land from which it could take off and land, while at the same time required being in an area of enemies that the US couldn't.
Was that a large area of flat? Was it? Did I hear?
While at the same time required being in an area of enemies that the US couldn't at the time easily lay deepers on. Understandably, for a location that deals in an area of enemies that the US couldn't at the time easily lay smooth lands found on nearby lake beds, coupled with the area's natural inaccessibility. Both of these features made it perfect for testing aircraft like the Lockheed U-2, which required a large area of flat land from which it could take off and land, while at the same time...
I wasn't rewinding far enough. Right, okay. No, that makes sense, since there's lots of large areas of flat land, since Earth is quite level.
Required being in an area of enemies that the US couldn't at the time easily
U2.
keep on. Understandably, for a location that deals in incredible...
U2, Jono. Me as well. Was that U2 blame, was it? Yeah.
Sensitive military information that costs billions
still haven't found what I'm looking
the government
for.
has a real hard-on for keeping it secret. Over the years, this hasn't exactly panned out. For example, on April the 19th, 1974, astronauts taking part in a Skylab mission accidentally photographed...
Really old Catholic. My news feed is a total waste of time. I get FAD news from Hindustan Times. I think it's an Islamic propagation channel, and other ones like that. Possibly mad. You've been here a few times, didn't you, old Catholic? Yeah, you haven't got a wrench. I just moderator. Save. Like I say, I don't get many trolls in here, but yeah, just in case. I know all my viewers pretty much got wrenches, but it's just so you're all the same. It might seem like a waste of time, but it's your arms just in case you get trolls. But yeah, you've definitely been here before quite a few times, and I don't know why you haven't got. Don't know why you didn't have a spanner, to be honest. Right, cool. You got it sorted.
Groom Lake being an alternative name for Area 51. The funny part being that this photo wasn't taken by the ship the astronauts were on. It was taken by one of the astronauts when he pointed his camera out of the window. This is despite the fact that said astronaut was under specific instructions not to take pictures of that particular area of Earth, and it's not currently known whether or not this event was a mistake made by the astronaut or
Me three, the third anus.
a conscious decision on his behalf. In any event, the first known picture of the site to eke its way into the public domain was taken in 1968 during a US geological survey. However, as far back as 1955, papers have
It's got to do with lizard people, the Area 50 bloody 100.
made passing reference to the facility, referring to it as a super-secret Atomic Energy Commission installation. They obviously sucked at naming things. Though the government has always maintained a rather tight-lipped stance on the base, slip-ups have been made in the past. For example, in one-time top-secret Area 51 document, since been open to the public, the installation is referred to by that name by then CIA Director Richard Helms in a secret memo discussing air reconnaissance of North Vietnam in 1967. However, for the most part, the government has always either remained coy or simply ignored the site altogether when referring to it in official documentation. As for what it's like to work at Area 51, unlike pop culture would have you believe, the people who worked there aren't forbidden from ever speaking to their family or held in giant underground bunkers a la Independence Day. Just ask James Noyce, who worked in the secret facility for decades, though James has been sworn to secrecy.
James is well Noyce. What? No.
As is to be expected when you work on highly experimental classified government projects, he's free to talk about his experiences there. For example, James noted that he was always paid in cash, whereas others were paid in checks from companies that they didn't work for. Even more interesting, when a plane from Area 51 crashed once, James was tasked with
all your settings barrier turned off and it still happened. Yeah, Michael did say it still happens now and again anyway, so yeah, no matter what.
Confiscating the cameras of a nearby family, who were quickly rewarded with a fat stack of cash for their silence. So why do we think aliens are stored there? After all, while the testimonials of people like James and trusted government and military officials with decades of experience...
Matthew.
Eastman, how you doing, bro? Long time. Well, seen you in flats obviously recently, but long time since I've seen you. Bless you, man. Good to see you.
Do include a number of telling facts about Area 51, he and other people who've spoken out about it have never once alluded to any sort of alien activity ever occurring there. But of course, the government would say that. Governments lie all the time about stuff like this. So what about Roswell? Surely...
At least you admit it. At least you admit
it. That's when all of the rumours started, right? Well, actually not so much. Though today some conspiracy theorists believe that the craft that crashed at Roswell was of alien origin and that it was or is now being stored in Area 51. When the incident first took place, Area 51 wasn't mentioned in any documentation from that time. Not to mention the fact that the two sites are hundreds of miles apart. If the wreckage was of alien...
There's this Area 51 thing he's talking about, tie in with the reptilian people. Yeah, lizard people, I don't know. Maybe the alien thing, I don't know.
Alien origin and it was moved, it's likely the government would have moved it somewhere closer. Though the Roswell Daily Record from July the 6th, 1947 did feature the words flying saucer on its front page, secret government facilities and in particular Area 51 were not mentioned. It turns out it would be another 20 years before Area 51 was even referred to in an official sense. People back then had no idea it even existed, meaning that they'd have been unable to suggest that the wreckage could have been taken there, even if they did believe it was of extraterrestrial origin. In fact, it would appear that the stories about aliens being held in Area 51 are a rather recent invention. You see, it wasn't until 1989 when one Robert Lazar appeared on a Las Vegas TV.
Oh yeah, Bob Lazar. Yeah, I'd be interested to do his story one day. He really does look like he's telling the truth. And whether he believes he's telling the truth or not, I don't know. But he does sound convincing sometimes. But I have seen people do stuff on his body language. Not that I'm totally in with all the body language stuff and all that. I mean, I believe there is some tell signs and all that, but not to the degree that they go on about. And some of the body language experts and that, well, the ones on YouTube anyway, say that it seems like he's lying by what they see. To me, he sounds convincing, but I obviously know that there's no such things as real aircraft, spacecraft and stuff like that, unless it's done by the government. But he was saying there was anti-grav things and all that in there, anti-gravity and stuff like that. We know that can't be true. You know what I mean? That nothing was plugged in. You know what I mean? It wasn't plugged into anything. It seemed to come from like a a pulsing magnetic. The power came from some kind of emanation of a pulsing magnetic thing or whatever. Nothing wired in and stuff. So, I mean, again, I know that doesn't happen. So, whether he believes he knows what he's saying or not, he believes what he's saying or not, I don't know. He could be MK Ultra or whatever. But I think he sounds convincing. Don't know. We should maybe do something popular that one day. It'd be quite fun.
TV station under the guise of a government scientist and stated that Area 51 was just full of alien technology, that interest in Area 51 and aliens really started to gain momentum. We should mention that almost as soon as the Tsar appeared on TV, every single one of his credentials was pulled to pieces. No school he claimed to attend had ever heard of him, and the science behind his so-called theories was soundly debunked. Nevertheless, it caught on from there, and Hollywood picked up on it and spread the idea further, perhaps most famously in the 1996 blockbuster Independence Day. And so, just to sum it all up, Roswell, UFOs, aliens, little green men, and Area 51 were in no way linked as far as popular public opinion was concerned until exactly one man with no credible credentials went on TV and claimed that that was the case. And people have run with it ever since, because that's what people do. It's pretty good news that the lizards are going to take over soon, because we can't be trusted to govern ourselves.
No, you can't. Thanks for that, mister. Yeah, well, that settles that then. Yeah, that was fun, I suppose. That was fun. Done with that one. Done that one. Like I say, I don't believe in lizard people. They're demons. If you see them, they're demons. Yeah, let's try the David Icke thing. Give it a try. See what he says in it. Do remember, I mean, I'd like to see if he's like said anything about it since, you know, what he claims now. I'm sure he hasn't answered to it. This one on the wrong screen. This one. Oh, come on, don't do this stupid noise. All right, but it came back. See, it does that sometimes. It tells me that my what do you call it? Ad blocker is on. Like you just seen it flashed up, and I know it's not on. It does that now and again. Yeah. I'm going to play this through, obviously. Hurry up. Yeah. Right, here we go.
Did I see you say that turquoise is the color? What's turquoise going to do?
Well, there is an energy
1991.
That comes
I thought it was
from
80s.
the Godhead. When we talk about God, the Godhead is not a guy with a beard.
He did talk about the Godhead, but when he says this is the Son of God, I don't think he said I'm the Son of the Godhead. But he does talk about Godhead. Right. Okay, it's good. Well, I mean, good. It's good that I know that. I mean,
It's sitting on a cloud. It is a massive spirit, the basis of all creation. And coming out from this Godhead, round all creation, through all the stars, through all the planets and everything else, is the life.
Well, you're wrong there because there's no planets. So whatever told you that is demonic, or you made it up.
Force known as the light. I mean, the Bible refers to the light. And within this light are various other energies which have certain gifts. And these other energies have a frequency that is the same as all the colors. And turquoise actually...
This is all New Age crap.
It is. Of course it is. Of course it is.
As an energy called love and wisdom. Therefore,
yep,
when you wear
absolutely New Age.
Attract it.
Not that it should be called New Age anymore because it's bloody ancient now. You know?
People need to be aware that like this truth community is absolutely rife with New Age. Absolutely,
it really is. It really is, man. It's crazy. It's crazy how rife it is, and but they see flat Earth. They see flat Earth, but then they go on New Age. You know, and in the Bible definitely teaches flat Earth. If it doesn't lead you to Christ, you keep saying, then I don't think there's any point. I mean, this New Age stuff is just rubbish, absolute rubbish. It'll lead you to hell. It might seem good, but a lot of bad things too. I mean, it seems good at the time. It seems like your life's progressing and all that, but you're not using. It's not dependent on God. It's dependent on something completely different.
Black, you attract a color that is the opposite to love and all the things we wish to bring to the earth.
But
And it attracts another kind of energy, which is very.
But this is
you know,
very hard.
balancing.
This is very hard on priests and nuns, isn't it?
Well, maybe that's a sign that maybe all the truth is not in the hands of the traditional church that has been with us over all these.
Well, he's right. The truth is not in the hands of the church. It's been with. It's not with the Protestant church or the Catholic Church. Not at all. He's right there, but still not coming from a right place. Yeah, exactly, Matthew. Right. Oh, rife. Rife means it's all over the place. It's ample, lots of it. You know what I mean? It's just spread all over the place.
These thousands of years.
Well, now, let me get the story right. The press claim that you claim to be the Son of God.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
Yes, you see, the thing is that
Yeah.
it's quite.
I agree, John. I said that earlier, actually. I think it's the classic bit of truth mixed in with a ton of lies. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Well, you see, that best lies, aren't there, with some truth in it?
Well, exactly.
They're harder to see.
Exactly right. And that's what draws people in. Oh, truth. And then they think because that person's told the truth about that, everything they say is truth. No, absolutely. Manipulation tactic. Deceit.
Funny, really. You know, 2,000 years ago, had a guy called Jesus sat here and said these same things, you would.
See, hold on. I didn't hear him say it. Hold on. I'll take it back again. Sorry.
2,000 years ago, had a guy called. You know, you see, the thing is that it's quite funny, really. You know, thousands of years.
Well, now, let me get the story right. The press claim
You can use your arrow keys, you know, on YouTube.
I know. I keep forgetting that I can go 5 seconds with my arrow keys, can't I? Keep forgetting about that. It's the same as like I never used I used the space bar to pause now. I never used to. I used to be up and down, up and down. I still do sometimes. I just forget. But yeah, you can't.
I've had to get right good with my keys since my mouse has been broke.
Find out what keys do what.
I'm having to do all copy and pasting on keyboard now and that.
Oh right, I'll go out to do that. I'll go out to do that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
Yes, you see, the thing is that it's quite funny, really. You know, 2,000 years ago, had a guy called Jesus sat here.
See, that's the bit I'm on about. 2,000 years, I had a guy called Jesus sat here. He just said he was the Son of God. He should have said, 2,000 years ago, I was sat there, and I got laughed at then as well. That's what he should be saying if he's the Son of God.
Here and said these same things, you would still be laughing. It's really, really funny that we've not really moved on that much. When we think, it is not a vacuum. When we think, we create an energy field. This is how
when we think, we create an energy field. Yeah, that sounds like what do you call it? New Age crap. New Age. I forgot the name for a second.
Telepathy works. An energy field leaves one being and other beings.
Telepathy. So this is where he's probably that woman was involved in all that psychic lady.
Can tune into it and read that thought. When you think thoughts of love and wisdom and of tolerance and all the things we wish to bring to the earth, you create a certain kind of thought energy, the very same energy that the Godhead sends around creation. When you think the other thoughts of hatred, of anger, of aggression, you create a different kind of energy known as negativity, which is very, very...
Definitely negativity there, but when it comes to these energy fields of it, no. Yes, you can sense negativity in that, but I don't think it's an energy field of such, because that kind of makes it physical in a way, doesn't it? You can feel it physically.
Very destructive. This being called Lucifer lives off this energy. So the more that is produced on this planet, the more powerful that being becomes.
No.
Therefore,
Where does that come from?
No.
Where does that come from? The more powerful he becomes. No.
No.
He's just the same as he's always been. He's
He
got the
was
same
created
power.
an angel and he'll die an angel.
Exactly right. He doesn't get more powerful. Yes, he'll deceive people more and more, but he's got the same power he always had, whatever power that is, which is nothing close to God's almighty power.
Or he stimulates and has stimulated this planet over 12,000 years since he's been in control to produce as much.
12,000 years. Where'd you get that from? 12,000 years. Where'd you get that from, dude?
Much of this energy as possible.
So evil has been in control of the planet for 12,000 years.
It's been in control, definitely, but no, I don't know about 12,000 years. I don't think it's that old.
It has been the dominating force. Evil's not the right word. It is imbalance. But it has been
No, evil's the right word. Evil's the right word.
increasingly in control. As I repeat, survey the world, ladies and gentlemen. Is the force of love in control of this world, guiding this planet at this time?
No.
Survey the world and find out that it's not a planet, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It has to be put in there a billion times, isn't it? They have to say, they don't ever say the world now. It's just the, well, they might say the world in there, but they have to always say the word planet, don't they? I mean, I know this is a long time ago, but it's always said. It's always said planet, because it's always in people's minds, the sci-fi. Let's get out of here. Let's go to another planet.
Yeah, maybe it's not fair to attack him on that, like, since I were a glober at that time.
No, of course, but we're incredulous to it now. You know, do you know what I mean? We see it as a joke now, so every time you hear it, it's like, oh, bloody hell.
Our full swing into indoctrination in 91.
Me too, I suppose, yeah.
I was in like second year at Compa or something.
91. Yeah, I was 17. 17? No, sorry, 15. 15. Oh, no. 15. Yeah, 15. So I'm still at school.
I left
Of course
in
not.
95.
All right.
Negativity, the thoughts that I'm talking about that are very destructive, are pouring out of this planet
Well, let me
every
interrupt.
day.
Was it a great shock for you to discover this at 38?
Well, I think the word is gobsmacked. But again, you know, the best way of removing negativity is to laugh and be joyous.
Glenn says, well, I think there's truth to this positive position on energy fields and thoughts. That's fine if you want to believe that. It's fine. I just don't think there's any evidence for it. I mean, yeah, that's fine if you believe that, dude.
So
people claim to read minds, don't they? Like,
yes, yeah, they do.
I've encountered so-called clairvoyants, like, but I don't think they're
cold reading, hot reading.
Well, look at Darren Brown, for instance. He can do all them things, and he says he can't read. You know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, how close he is and how good he is at everything he does. And he says it's all what he does. He manipulates. He does this. I mean, I do believe it. Sometimes he could be influenced by demons or whatever. But everything he's doing is just, he says, it's just trick of how I'm talking, suggestion, that type of stuff. Laying thoughts down before that you don't need, putting things down in front of you that you don't even realize you've seen and all that. You know, subliminal, isn't it? In a way. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool if you believe that. Yeah, if you think there's something physical to it, friction and fluids in the brain. I can understand that, fluids in the brain. I mean, the equilibrium thing, the harmony thing. But yeah, that's physical. That's physical, definitely.
The audience tonight.
But no, it's
but just let me say this.
They're laughing at you. They're not laughing with you.
Fine.
He was right there. Terry Wogan was right there. Can understand why they were like, oh, what is he wearing? He's actually wearing a Diodora. It's not Adidas, it's Diodora, I think. Chelsea. Yeah, I think it's a Diodora. Looks like it.
That would have been a good make, though, wouldn't it? Then
it would have been a good make, aye. I mean, I used to love Chelsea. I wouldn't have wore that colour. I think I wore a colour like that, but that's when I got a cheap one. The first one I got was cheap as well. But it was a black one with a green stripe and a blue stripe in the leg. I loved it, man. It
Got
was
a lot
black.
of purples and greens in
Aye.
Chelsea.
Yeah, oh, definitely. I never had the light. I did have the loud colours after the black one, but I preferred the black one. Mine was quite neutral, but yeah, loads of people had this colour. Same as Navika jackets as well. They were this type of colour, skiing jackets. He's smiling. He knows how funny it sounds. You know.
One of my old mates set himself on fire in shell suit bottoms, and they all stuck to his legs.
Oh, dude, they were dangerous for that. That's true. I mean, and when you used to smoke hash back in the day and you got boulder buttons, it was, as soon as it touched the shell suit, you couldn't even swipe it away in time. It was straight through. Gone. Like, oh, wow.
Boulder button.
Tracky bottoms were bad for that, but shell bottoms, wow. Wow.
I've not rushed through jeans.
That must have been boulders, man. But you do, yeah, it leaves a brown mark, doesn't it? It goes through the blue, leaves a brown mark. Yeah.
Hurtful. I don't want you to misinterpret it. They're not laughing in sympathy with you.
No, let me say two things to that. First of all, if anyone believes after 12,000 years of this truth being lost and forgotten.
I'd like to know why 12,000 years? Why 12,000 years? I'd really like to know why the 12.
That coming out.
Obviously, he's not including evolution in that, is he? If he's saying 12,000. Weird.
Out with it.
I'm
Initially,
sure you'd be able to squirrel it into 12,000 years if you wanted to.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
is going to get any kind of reaction other than that one or condemnation, then I would be a crackpot if I thought that was the case. The other thing is, there is this great illusion, you know, that Jesus was born and stood up and said, I know who I am. It was revealed to him in stages. He was very, very close.
How do you know it was revealed in stages? It doesn't say anything like that biblically. It just tells you from the age of 12 and that he was preaching in the synagogue and stuff. And then it tells you when he's 30. After that,
it said it was preaching with like an understanding beyond his years, like so.
Exactly.
But you'd have to divine his actual thoughts to know whether he knew it. I'm pretty sure he would have. Yeah,
I mean, obviously, as a baby, stuff like that, he wouldn't have known until he started. You know what I mean? He grew. He's bit, but even with us, there's an age of understanding. I'm sure as soon as he was preaching in the synagogues, and he said with it, and like you just said, with the wisdom for his age and stuff like that, I'm sure he knew then. I mean, why we don't hear from him in 18 years? For 18 years, I don't know. It's his childhood. We don't know that. We'd have to divine, like he's doing, divining his thoughts. Maybe it took him a long time to get used to knowing what he had to do.
Well, look at it this way: the plan was to go on cross, yeah.
Yes.
Did they crucify children?
No.
Well, there you go then. So he had to be a man at least.
Exactly.
So, all in God's timing, I would imagine. Why?
Absolutely.
At the ages that things happen.
Absolutely right. So yeah, he's just there's no way he could know it was revealed in stages.
To beginning the mission, which is described in the Bible, but not described brilliantly accurately.
Why? Why not accurately? Why not brilliantly accurately? It's the only description we've got of it. So how do you know it's not brilliantly accurate? Wow, it seems to check in and chat.
It was prophesied. Word for word described what was going to happen to him in like Psalms and that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Before he knew who he was. And when he came out, Terry, and said, I am the Son of God, I am an aspect of the soul of the Godhead incarnate because of things that need to be done on this planet urgently, people laughed, people ridiculed. And in the end, you know, they crucified him.
There are a couple of questions.
I know.
First of all, why you? And secondly, if I may say so, you have confused the message by an awful lot of predictions. You've told us that there are going to be earthquakes, and some of them going to happen quite soon.
Yeah. Well, two things to that. First of all, why me? Well, why anybody? I mean, people would have said to Jesus, and many other people like Jesus that have not been written in history. That was the most famous effort of this kind to wrest control of this planet from these forces. But there have been many before that. They would have said, "Why you? You're a carpenter's son, for goodness' sake. Who the heck are you?" So that's
so yeah.
So
but,
why
but
anybody?
you're saying you were part of Jesus' soul before.
Precisely.
You're also part of many other people's lives on the way through
As
history.
we all have been. We've all been
part of Jesus' soul before. Well, that makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, you're the Son of God, but you were part of Jesus' soul before. Jesus is God. You're saying you're God. That's what you're saying, dude. Basically.
On this earth and incarnated into different physical bodies many times. It's called reincarnation. But the other point you bring up about the predictions.
Well, when did we see Ike coming from the clouds?
No, when did that happen? Yeah, and he brings reincarnation into it as well. Wow. Just this is the coexisting. This is everything in one.
If I am given information from beings who have proved to be perfectly accurate day after day after day, and things that
beings, what beings? You're getting the information from beings, okay?
Told us are going to happen, and they happen.
They told you Saddam Hussein was dead, and he's
That's
not.
right. Yes, he is.
Well, I watched his birthday party on the television yesterday.
All I can say to you is, all that glitters is not gold. Hang about and watch and wait.
I do.
Question is Saddam Hussein dead now?
Well, that's it. Is he? Yeah, I think I'll leave it there. We've done an hour and 40. I'll get a couple of Jim's observations up. He's put a few new ones up. Where's his name? Come on, Jim, where's your name? Jimmy boy, where you going? Yeah, there we go. Go to channel. Oh, you put a fair few up there. Groovy. Again, in case you're watching, Mikey, we're not claiming anything. We're just looking at his observations through a P900. Simple. He doesn't claim anything. We're not claiming anything. We're just looking at them. Right. Presente. So I hope that clears up the lizard people.
Why are we having to explain ourselves to Mike?
I know. No. It's just
I'll
in case
watch
just
do and say whatever I choose to.
Yeah, exactly. Just in case he watches it. Just so he knows it. You know what I mean? I don't give a crap, basically. I'll always put them on. So as long as Jim's putting them up there, I'll show them. I don't agree with his opinions to take things down because it's not the truth. Nobody's made any bloody claims. So what truth are you talking about? Right. Which ones shall we start with? We go down and work out. Right. So we got to about 22 hours ago. So yeah, that one. Remember doing that one? 22. Oh, right. So it's here. Onwards. Okay. Right. I'm just going to go top line and work down actually. I'll do about 4 or 5. Deal with this one. Groovy. Put it down just so you can chat if you want to. Yeah, just chill. Look how white that's really nice and white. Dancing moon. Funky tune. Right, I'm going. Because God, I don't know why. It's in the word God. It also says that God is pure light, pure white. Everything else is impure. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that, Glenn, a little bit, that God would be pure. I don't know about pure white. God is pure, definitely, and everything else impure. Yeah, absolutely. I would say that.
I think there's an higher meaning to God is light
Yeah,
rather than him being a
definitely.
light.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. But yeah, I agree with that to a certain extent, definitely. Everything else is impure. Absolutely. the music at Jim picks, man. You must sit there and laugh to yourself. Yeah, but this one. Get some funky disco tunes as well, some jazzy stuff. Man. Ooh. Let's go back to that.
I'm uploading a video today. It's not a new one. It's that last sunset I did at Blackpool. I noticed I was looking through my channel list and I couldn't see it. It totally disappeared off my channel, so I'm going to re-upload it.
It's actually gone from your channel.
Yeah.
No way. See, and you had it on there definitely. So
I had it on there because I'd had ballers doing the usual business in comments on it and that, and then all of a sudden it's just not there.
No way, man. See what I mean? I bet they've whinged about it or something, and you got it taken down without even them noticing. Beyond a joke, man.
Well, I don't know what could be took down about it. Like it's just
because I don't know. You've been working because they're assholes. I don't know. No, I agree. I'm just trying to think of something that why they take it down. Just to piss you off. Maybe. That's pretty cool. I like the cloud going past. It makes it look like smoke, doesn't it? I bet Jim's sitting there with a fag, smoking a fag in front of the mountain. Get a bit of atmosphere going. The ambience.
David Wilcox, he's a right idiot.
Who's David? Oh, David Wilcox. Hold on. Who's with David Wilcox again?
Him with blonde hair and big egg forehead. Used to be on like Ancient Aliens and that. It's like got blonde hair in kittens, like.
I think so.
Big head on.
David Wilcox.
I'm sure that's his name's a Mandela effect and all.
Oh right, because I've just taken Will Cox with an X. Oh, so it's actually Cox with a CK. Yeah.
Why would you think it'd be with an X?
Wilcox, I don't know. I've seen Wilcox spelled with an X before. I'm sure there's a Wilcox spelled with an X.
It's wrote it in chat that it's spelled though.
Conductor and organist. That's not the right thing. That's not the right guy. This can't be the right guy. This is an old guy that's a conductor and organist.
David Wilcox, Ancient Aliens, you'll find the picture. He's got his own channel, I think, right? Predicting loads of nonsense. I'm sure Toya Wilcox was spelt with an X, dude. No, they sing that Toya Wilcox. What I mean is Barry's wrote it how you spell it in the chat.
Because I didn't really look. I wasn't really looking. I just did it. I just heard it and did it, sort of thing. I wasn't thinking.
That's what I was saying. How come you think it's spelled with an X when?
Right, got you. I don't know. Because I wasn't thinking. Right, instantly. No pictures. Oh, right, okay. Let's do it.
He's one of these who thinks like
that one, that dude.
Yeah, that's him.
Right, okay. No, I've never seen him.
Great forehead.
Yeah, he's got a forehead, but I've never seen him till now. I've never seen that guy. Seen somebody else doing it, but not him.
So, like, some kind of galactic alien thing and coming with enlightenment and loads of predictions that never come to pass, that kind of thing.
Got you. No doubt. They do that a lot, don't they? Come over, like I was in the year 2000, I was waiting for the world to end. And then in 2012, they said it again, didn't they? And ever since then, there's been all these. I don't know why they bother trying. And Jesus says, "You'll never know the day nor the hour." Do you know what I mean? So that's the point. It's got to happen when it happens. But yes, I do think we're in end times.
Hey, Jeff.
Jeff, good to see you, bro. Good to see you, bro. We'll be finishing in a few minutes, to be honest. I'll play out with Mr. Superstar right now. I'm just playing a couple of these observations from Jim. Oh, yeah.
No, it's not Matthew. Your name's Matthew. Liar.
You lying liar. He plays proper chill music sometimes. My name is Jeff. Ooh, is he stars there as well? The stars. I'll play this one and that one. Actually, yeah, this one and that one, and I'll leave the rest for the other day. He uploads it pretty much.
Jeff Eastman.
Jeff Eastman. I like it. Bye, star. Planet, whatever you are. And we shall play this one and finish off with that one. Play out Mr. Superstar right now. I like the moon ones. The moon ones are quite clear. Bumblebee tuna jet. What the heck does that mean? An image.
Do you think it'll let me just quickly share my entire screen without it causing chaos?
Yeah, of course. Sure will.
I just want to show. So I got a picture of a star that I took, and then I messed about with settings.
What's it, dude?
Share screen, entire screen. Don't need share sound. Can you see this?
Aye. All right.
So I messed about with all, contrast and all settings and that, and that's what I ended up with.
Wow, man.
It was like a little guy inside it, man.
It does.
It's
Little
really
man
weird.
in the ring. There's a wee man in the ring. La, 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 la. That's cool, man. I like that. Wow, man. Cool. That was great. That's really interesting to see it like that. See what I mean? You can get all different types of images, man. How do we know exactly which ones are in focus? You know what I mean?
There's a channel that gets all photos at stars and like you can see faces in them and that.
Oh, I mean, weird. Captain Kiwi is ace for seeing faces and things and that. I mean, there's a lot of demonic faces and things he sees. But even he sees other stuff like in trees and that. He's seen like the women in movies and stuff like that. It's some of the stuff that KB spots is mad. And all the videos he does on his phone as well, I think.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Fantastic. Right, I think there's a few seconds of this, a minute or so left of this. So yeah, about a minute. Cool, Khan. Absolutely.
I am cool and all. I'm frozen.
It's getting colder, isn't it? It's getting colder. It went from having a few hot days to just rainy, then cold. The moon is a strange thing, isn't it, man? I mean, sometimes it does look like a rock in the sky. Sometimes it looks like you can see through it. Sometimes it looks like it's shimmering plasma. Sometimes it looks like a hologram. I don't know. It's crazy. It's a crazy thing. I think we'll ever fully understand the moon and the sun and that. Not until till we ask the Father himself. Sure, he'll let us know when we get there. And I bet it'll become, when we find out, it'll be so obvious. You know what I mean? And I'll be like, oh, you did it that way, did you? Oh, I see. You know what I mean? Not that we'll have his understanding when we go to meet him. You know what I mean? I don't mean that, but I'm sure it'll be like, oh,
yo.
Goeiemorgen, my dear friends. How are you guys doing?
How are you doing? Good. Thanks, Jim, for that. Bless you, man. Yeah, we was just I didn't make it to your thing this morning, dude. I put the link in chat. I've got to watch it myself. How did it go? Did it go good? Let's think logically flats. Was it good?
Sorry, children's very loud.
All right. Okay. Cool. So when you doing? Are you doing the interviews tomorrow? Are you?
No, it's today. Interview's definitely today. I'm just trying to render it. I've been trying all day. It seems to corrupt every time it gets halfway.
Okay. That happens sometimes. I remember when YouTube wasn't uploaded. You're uploading videos, but it wasn't processing. I was like, what's going on? And then I seen that somebody on YouTube.
No, this is on DaVinci itself, not on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, but I remember when that happened, I was like, what's going on with my videos? Why isn't it processing? And then I watched something that I usually watched on YouTube, and the guy had said, I was trying to upload this last night, but YouTube wasn't processing it, so I had to upload it today. I was like, now I can upload it. And he was going through the same thing. Like, I thought it's just me. Right. Excellent, guys. Nice one for putting up flats. I'm just playing out with Mr. Super Sideminer now. So I'll go grab that one. I think it's about 6 minutes anyway. So this is Mr. Super Sidewinder on his ukulele, doing Autumn Leaves or something, I think it's called. I haven't showed this one before because he's not long put it up. So let's do that. I did cover your because hold on a minute. There's Luke at the end as well. Hey, Luke, right at the end. And I did cover your. I did notice that you put a Sean Hawkins video out yesterday, Flat. I didn't see it until this morning, so I covered that earlier as well before I got started. And these are people.
Well, didn't you know the firmament doesn't mean solid according to him, and all of us are just ignorant?
I know. What he said was silly. He was like, and Flats speaks fluent Hebrew. Like, yeah, and you speak fluent Hebrew as well. Flats doesn't claim to speak fluent Hebrew, but he knows more Hebrew than you do.
I do know some words.
Of course you do.
You don't need to better speak fluent
No,
Hebrew.
exactly.
Look at it.
Exactly right. But,
well, you know what he told me his response to that video was? That guy's a liar.
You know what? I think Hawkins needs to define liar.
Exactly.
Because he throws it around a lot. And I don't think he actually knows what it means.
Exactly right. Because that's what I was saying in that video. He was,
that guy is the biggest liar I've ever seen.
Exactly.
It's very weird.
I don't see the point in it. That's what I was saying earlier on when I was covering your video at Flat. I was saying, What's the point?
If you haven't got anything to review, I got a video you can review from Execrate. He brought out a video today. I haven't even watched it yet.
Okay.
Where he's responding to how we were telling him about that demonstration he did showing RDD.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Luke, how's it going, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. You just turned up when I'm just finishing off, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just finished. I'm just putting out Mr. Super Sidewinder. Flats did as well. But yeah, I can cover that probably tomorrow with tomorrow's stream as well. Is it a long video?
The one I just put in chat.
No, the one Flats is on about.
Oh.
What did you put in chat?
I'll have to search it quick.
All right, okay. I'll play this. I'll play this quickly before I finish. Then I'll play this quickly. Okay. 2 secs. Oh wow. Let me just. Right. Oh no, not full screen. Right. Okay. Let me just quickly play this before I finish off, then, guys. But yeah, Flats, the one you're on about. Is it a long video from Execrate?
No, not really that long. But if I didn't know you were ending, then it's fine. You can end the show.
I was going to say I can easily, if it's not long, we can quickly do it, I suppose. Or I could do it tomorrow. It's up to you.
But keep it for you tomorrow. If you're ending,
right, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow as part of. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, but I'll do it before I start the stream. So, but not before I start the stream.
Because he also says in there he's never said if you're a station earthy you're not a Christian.
Oh wow!
And he's explicitly said that many times.
Wow! Right. Let's have a look at this. Is it Gemini? Right. Okay. David.
Is that the Ike?
David Icke got shapeshifting. Yeah, we just did after we did the video, we did David Icke calling himself Jesus and the Terry Wogan thing.
Wow.
We just went through that as well. Right, let's have a look.
It's PND51010, and I just wanted to do a part 2 of this material of David Icke on the InfoWars Alex Jones show of him shape-shifting. I wasn't able to capture all the shifts yesterday in the video I had released, and plus I had recorded on my iPhone, which the quality is better, but there's a certain level of shakiness, and the screen acts funny, and it just obscures a lot of the some of the better shifts. So I'm just going back to my old way.
This for me is not evidence at all. Like,
yeah, I mean, some of these videos I starting to think are a bit dodgy. I don't know about this one. I haven't seen it. But let's put that.
Easier for me, and it's more stable.
Yeah, skip through it.
With that being said,
okay. What did you actually? Here we go.
Quite easy to tell the difference at this stage in the game. You can see around his nose area still starting to be a little messed up. All right, we're going to fast forward to the section where you see part of his eye becomes black, almost as if his eyeball is ripped out of his socket. It's pretty strange looking, and we'll see that here. Let's see, this is similar to, I had mentioned before, similar to the video that was taken down of mine entitled Some of the Best Shapeshifting Ever Captured.
See, to me, this just looks, that kind of looks pixelated. It looks weird, but it kind of looks pixelated.
It is pixelated. It is pixelating. The question is he pixelating or is it the video?
Yeah, I get you.
Because that's essentially what it's doing. Is they're putting a cover, it is like a rendering, but is he rendering or is it the video? Because the background doesn't. So when a video is glitching out, the whole image is glitching out. But in this, it's his head. His head is what's good.
Well, it is something for you to think about, Luke. Knowing what we know with AI and what it can do, how do we trust any video that we see online as proof or out?
Don't trust anything, but we're just questioning it.
Like, to me, this is just, I don't know. I don't buy
I mean,
it.
When you watch it in real time, so you are suggesting that they're manipulating this to send us down a rabbit hole or something like that.
Well, it could be any number of things. It could just be just actual video glitching, or it could be what you've just said, or it could really be changing light. But unless I saw it with my own eyes, I'm very tempted not to like put any salt in it. Like,
no, I get you. I mean, whether it's real, whether
we have this video, unless you make it like.
Yeah, see, I don't buy all this lizard people business anyway. Like,
no, I think if it's lizard people and they do manifest, if they do change like this and will show themselves, it's just a demon. It's not a lizard person, a bloodline or whatever. It's not. I don't believe in lizard races like Lev was saying yesterday. I do think if this is actually happening, I mean, whether this is real or not, it's definitely demons. I do believe that demons can manifest in someone and they can look like a lizard, possibly. I don't know. But it would definitely, certainly be a demon. It would be a lizard person, I think. You know, that's my
What is also interesting, you don't see these videos, normal videos. Like, you're not going to watch whoever's videos, you know, like your videos or whoever. This doesn't happen to just, it's always happening to famous people.
That's true. That's true. But
and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I believe in demons. And if that's if this is some non-human stuff going on, that's what I think it is.
Yeah,
the lizard people is a red herring, I believe.
Well, I do believe that demons are able to manifest. I do believe demons are able to manifest digitally.
Me too. I absolutely believe that as well. So if this is real, it's most certainly a demon. If it's not real, then demons, I still believe that demons can do this, you know.
Yeah, they completely took everything down. I can't find it on my laptop, the MPEG. I can't find the source video, and I can't find the completed version. But yeah, you can see under his teeth, look at the texture change in his chin. Around his nose area. Gets worse now. Here we can see he's degraded to the point where
another good point is this even a physical David Icke, or is it just like AI deep fake David Icke?
Yeah.
Well, either way, it's demonic. It's demonic either way. Michael.
But can't this be artifacting though?
That's what I would lean towards.
Artifacting, which
I don't really know much about that kind of thing. But
what do you mean by artifacting? What is artifacting? Okay.
Lost his signal.
Yeah, I think so.
And I want to add, after the segment here, they cut away really fast. It gets so bad to the point where they have to cut away, you know, because if you look at Alex, he's just like, oh, shit. We got to get this guy under control here, you know, because it seems...
Hold on, Glenn said to Barry, have you ever tried to move the sky? It's moving. Who moved it? I don't know what that means, dude, but it sounds funny.
Alex is a lot more adept at controlling the shapeshifting, even though there's still some evidence of Alex shapeshifting on this video, and I'll be having another video of some good slit pupils on Alex. But yeah, look at this strange flesh formation here. Crosses a bridge across his eye. And in this region, you can see sort of the same thing happen here. Here's eyes start to get blacked out here, almost as if there's no eyes in the sockets. You can see the heavy masking. Yeah, it's safe to say that David has turned into.
I mean, it certainly does look demonic, but I don't know if it's real. But it's interesting. It is interesting. But it does look demonic, but I don't know about these videos. I really don't know what to say about them.
A monster here.
It looks a bit like a pig demon. You know, some kind of hog demon. That's what it looks like, doesn't it?
Pig man.
And yeah, it does. It does.
As far as his intentions are concerned, I mean, it would be completely unfair to condemn the minority, or condemn the majority rather, over the actions of minority in any species or race. You know, the evolution of my awareness of this genre. In the beginning, I had the preconceived notion that all these beings were evil, and like I said, the evolution of my consciousness, I can no longer come to that conclusion, as all you have to do is look at humanity, and you know, if we were to judge the whole of humanity by the acts of the sociopathic minority, you know, not all humans are bad, right? So it's got to be that we live in a duality. So there's light and dark and all the gray areas in between in this this realm we find ourselves in. Therefore, there's good and evil within every race.
Okay, but what would he define as good?
Yeah.
What would his definition of good be? Because he says they are good people. What would his definition be there?
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
Well, what's worse though for me is like he's 100% acknowledging that this guy's an actual shape-shifting lizard man or something, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like
yeah, he hasn't said he's a lizard. I think he's just said he's shape-shifting.
Yeah, well.
Right.
Which it looks like he is. I mean, the background's not changing, so someone's manipulating the video to make it look like he is, or he actually is.
Real.
Yeah.
One thing that is true though is all of the. It's really hard to find shape-shifting videos on YouTube. There used to be thousands of them. So they ask, why they are censoring it if it's just bullshit.
True.
That is true.
Yeah, but the consensus things to make people think it's getting censored for a reason as well. Like you could be getting.
Well, that's a possibility.
Like, this looks similar to like ISS stuff to me. You know, I'm going to suspect that this is a totally created digital version of Ike. Not even real.
He might be in some bunker somewhere or in Gitmo, and they're just making up a fake David Icke for all we know. But we're just questioning it. It's pretty weird, whatever it is.
Of course.
It could even be AI generated.
Yeah.
AI is pretty clever.
Yeah.
Getting smarter all the time.
Yeah.
This was from a few years ago, though. Probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But he's gonna cut away from it soon because he starts to get really bad.
That's time and a half is okay. It's okay for you guys. Time and a half.
And especially his left eye, his right eye rather, or left. You can see it's completely as if it's been gouged out, and there's a piece missing here as well.
Big monster.
Yeah, if anybody could find the source video of the video that was taken down, the video I had entitled "Some of the Best Shapeshifting Ever Captured." If anybody could find that, that'd be great because it's completely missing off the internet. Look at this. Look at the texture on the bridge of his nose here. See, how can video artifacts or pixelation, pixels which are boxes, you know, I just don't see how it can create distinct.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. Pixels are boxes and that's kind of rounded and stuff. But
that would then suggest that, like, his picture in back can't have, you know, it's like you can't have any curved images if you go down lines of pixels or boxes.
Yeah,
that don't make sense.
I think we define texture changes in the skin. You can see clearly right here. There's like a fold. Very strange. Try to zoom in on this. Fucking it up.
It does look strange. It looks like
the information that David talks about, reptilians and everything. I don't know why he wouldn't just come out and admit it. I would trust him a lot more because I mean, it's not like people be like, oh, he's saying he's a reptilian. I mean, the information that he comes out with, as far as the status quo is concerned, is considered out there in left field to begin with. So why would he be embarrassed about admitting that he's a member of the serpent race? I mean, it's easier to find out through him admitting. At least there can be some type of trust established rather than finding out this way. Because, I don't know, this just shows some level of deceit when you're hiding who you really are or what you really are. Look at underneath his right eye there. Look at that. It's like a giant big piece is missing. Complete black eye. Nose is all effed up.
Yeah, Glenn just said there are circular pixels too, not all are squared.
It's funny too, because some years ago, Alex and David were nemesis. You know, I know David, or Alex rather, left a comment saying that David's information is like a turd in the punch bowl, saying that he, you know, everything's great and gives you the meat and potatoes as far as the 5 cents conspiracy is concerned. Then he drops the dump as far as the whole extraterrestrial reptilian agenda. Now all of a sudden they're buddy, you know. There's that X on his eye still there, which continues into his nose region now.
Definitely looks like a big monster now.
Sorry about that, my dog won't shut up. Yeah, I just wanted to rehash this video because this is a good find. It's in HD, the source video is, and you know, it's hard to find good. David's very good at holding and shape-shifting. I mean, in the past he was. Now, I don't know what's going on. I guess his energy field, or the Earth's energy field is changing, and there's no longer a vibrational rapport with his, or people like his energy system. I guess that's why,
okay.
You know, as the veil thins, we're starting to see more and more shape-shifting, especially through the HD, you know. See, and here's where they cut away. Boom.
Yeah, you're probably right there, Glenn. McTool likes to use circular pixels to bend straight lines when compressing them. Yeah, valid, right.
Away. One more thing. I showed you last video. I just want to show you again, just because we couldn't really see it because it was kind of crappy. But right off the bat, how InfoWars, you start shapeshifting, you see this weird masking issue going on. So let me just focus on David here. I'm just going to let it run through. We're every 10 minutes in. You see in the lips, it starts to degrade in the lips. Maybe make it go a little quicker.
Something strange about his face there.
You see his lips start to degrade.
Minutes we've got. In fact, I'm going to skip this.
Boom, there's that flesh bridge across the eye again, or that weird skin bridge. I don't know what you want to call it.
This breaks, we have more time. I want you to break down where you think we are, using a football analogy, in the game.
Oh, God, Alex, he makes me sick, this guy. He really does. He's something else. I'm here, I'm going to zoom as best I can. See the thing around the nose, the little, I guess one would consider them pixels. They look like pixels, but they're not pixels. It's some type of masking, because it only appears in certain areas where the shapeshifting is extremely severe. And I've never really seen anything like it before.
I'd say we were 3 or 4 goals behind, but now we've gotten 3 or 4 more goals.
Okay, there it is, around the nose area, around the eye.
It is in certain areas, isn't it?
It is, definitely. It's certainly strange. I mean, to me, his face doesn't even look real there, to be honest. It's strange, man. I mean, you can see pixelating there, like the side of his face and that, but no, it certainly does set around his facial area. His nasal area, his eyes, his mouth, sort of thing. Yeah.
TV studios there in London. I know you want to get in.
I mean, his eyes look really strange now. Really, kind of one looks glazed, but that could be lighting. I don't know. One looks a little weird.
Really lidded, isn't it? Like, see that eyelid? It's a real shadow there, isn't it? Like it's a mask.
Certainly strange looking. Very strange. To me, he certainly looks piggy. He looks piggy.
Very pink.
Yeah, very pink.
We've got. In fact, I'm going to skip this break so we have more time. I want you to break down where you think we are, using a football analogy.
A football analogy.
Yeah.
I'd say we were 3 or 4 goals.
My telephone, sorry about that.
3 or 4 more goals, and we're naked.
You see around his eye region, look how bad it starts to get. Look at that. A very strange masking.
Neck with a
starts to get worse here.
quarter left here, and we've got the initiative.
Boom. All right. Well, I just wanted to rehash, like I said. Here's weird Alex with a triangular eye ride and a slit pupil there. Just take a look at that real fast. It's not one of the best ones, but I'm going to be doing a video on Alex showing some pretty outstanding slit pupil. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this rehash. I'm going to be putting the source video in the.
Yeah, that's very strange. Very strange. Don't know what to think about them, though. But certainly, if it happens, it's demonic, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Well, he's one of the key controlled opposition. So if anyone's going to be controlled by demons or influenced by demons, it'd be someone like him. And Alex as well. They're key players.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're right there. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Voice is really croaky, dude. Anyway, nice one for that, dude. Nice one for that. Hopefully it lets me keep the David Icke, Terry Wogan thing, because it was on the BBC at one point, wasn't it? So there's no BBC markings on it, but let's hope that it lets me keep it. Nice one for being here, dudes. Okay, later, Flats. Don't know if you meant to go, but later, bro. Good to see you, man. Flats will be putting on mine and Michael's interviews later on today, sometime. Who thinks? So we'll play out Mr. Super Saiyan right now.
Good night, guys.
Bless you, man. Nice one for being here, dude.
Right, Luke.
Nice.
God bless, mate.
And, I'll be watching your and Flats' thing. I haven't seen it yet, and I'll put the link in chat for people again. Nice one, dude. Bless you, man.
See you later.
Take care,
dude.
God bless everyone.
This is actually Mr. Super Saiyan Miner itself. That's fantastic, Mr. Super Simon. I love that. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. That was ace, bro. That was ace. That was ace.
Nice
That
to
was,
see the man behind the music too.
and it's actually nice to see him doing it.
Yeah.
It's actually, do you know what I mean? I'm used to seeing Gabrielle or Richie or Mr. Lucky Haskins or Clarissa and all these people that never usually see Mr. Super Saiyan himself. There's another one where he's in there, but I think he's just jamming. He's jamming in it, sort of thing. So I mean, I might just show him jamming next time. You know what I mean, why not? Why not? But that was ace, bro. That was fantastic. A nice one for that dude. Bless you, man. Bless ya. Nice one, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks, Michael, for being here.
Nice.
Bless you guys. Here the sunset's free. It's free indeed. There, guys.